Right. Just need to double check with my audio, stuff like that. Yep, we're good to go on my side of things. I need to get copy a link towards both Discords just in case anyone is looking for them. Right, we got the Twitch up and running for both sides. Anyway, so we are live. Welcome on to the 10v10 league race in and around Austin, Texas for this one. It is the two leagues come together to find out who's pretty much a better league. WAOF1 takes on GRN for the league supremacy. GRN did, if I remember correctly, did take part in 10v10 league racing before. I think they won both times before this evening. Can they looking for their third one on the bounce, or will WAOF1 to stop the drop? So I will, without further ado, we go through WAOF1 10v10 lineup here. Well, Wynair, Dorlin, Gupta, Robin, James, Dagunar, Junkie, Hilly and Admiral in the WAOF1 side. And in the GRN side of things, let me get their announcement here, would be Stacey, Freedom, Ace Malley, Ben, Monkey, Kev, Gamer Place, Nikisha, or I get the pronunciation right, Watson and Portrait H on the side of things. So anyone on the Discord chat, welcome on in, welcome on in. Probably be probably nobody's in the commentary box whatsoever, so we get everyone jump onto the stream. WAF car livery is in the red and black, and GRN will be using the green and black livery. Without further ado, how are we everyone for this evening with this league versus league thing? Sorry, a bit of flu going on, but we'll get through it anyway. So we got 19, and we think we're waiting on one, which is Freedom. Oh my goodness me, yes indeed. Well, I take your commentary spot for no. And X-Ray plays. Let's go. Welcome on in, everyone, as we're about to get set up for this 10v10. How are we, everyone? Feeling confident for... Where is Dash yet? Oh, that is that's a Nürburgring reference, if I'm not mistaken. Now Dash in the unless you like find the meme, the Top Gear reference, There. Dacia. Never forget the Dacia San whatever you call it. So we are waiting on a driver from GRN side, if I'm not mistaken. Let me have a look there, just to double check. No, it's just WAOF1. Good to, I think it was. Santero, yes, that's it. It's like, good news! The Dacia Sandero has a release date. Oh, fantastic! That one. Bad news! It's Dacia Sandero delayed. Oh no! Anyway. Well, there are bingo cards off and running. So that's pretty much a good start. Who's already started on their bingo cards. There. So the commentary box is ready. The drivers pretty much ready from both sides. Hopefully we get a ready up signal. They're from both sides of things. So let me get the poll sorted for you. We got a timer tick already, which is a good sign. Here, so we need to find create a poll. Who you support? Who are you supporting? There's your poll up and ready. Who you're rooting for this evening? Right, so we're doing a short qualifying. Of course, we're going to have a break in between it, and a 50% race as per. Unlike 100, if my stream just cut off. There. GRN for a win. So X-Ray plays supported GRN. There's a poll up and running. There, so putting who are you rooting for? Folks, I get my anyway, let's go for the qualifying session. 18 minutes around the Circuit of Americas for this one. 28 laps. I forgot about the Circuit of Americas. Circuit of Americas, 5.5 kilometer long track, 3.4 mile long track if you want to use it that way. Consists of 20 turns, 11 to the left, 9 to the right. So this is one of the most technical first sectors you have to deal with. They try to replicate the Maggot and Beckett's ones. So we got a couple of cars coming out on track. Project H is out on track first for GRN. The Gurner wants to get the TV time. If you get the choose Hilly was on comms on the Tuesday, but he's always want to go out on track first. Freedom is follow suit in behind, so let's see how it go by. See, Schooner won Tuesday in WAOF1. He's a reigning Tuesday champion. Right now, here folks, in case you're wondering, as we got Project H, but they're representing the GRN side. Steersy currently P2 in the championship standings on the Mondays, and P4 on the Saturdays, or maybe another way around, because their season's still ongoing there. WAOF1 got Schooner start things off with an opening lap here with support routine for GRN. Well, you got a GRN represented in behind Gunnar there. That is Project H start his lap. Turn 1, heavy braking zone at the top of the hill through third gear. Going down the hill to turn 2. We go flat out through there, through 3, onto the turn 4, through 5, onto turn number 6, a long right hander. We go through 7 before going to turn 8, through 9. Was it try replicate the magazine back in turn 11 is heavy braking zone of the left hander through there. This is the back straight. Upcoming for Gunnar. As he going far up to 3:33.34 actually. KPH going down to turn number 12. This is turn 13. We're locking for himself. Going to turn number 14 through 15 we go. Third gear. I think that is WAOF1. Car need to get out of the way, thankfully does. Right, this is turn 19, going to turn number 20, the final turn. We go. Let's see how he does for Gunnar. Coming across the line, he's gone first one to set the lap, 132.376. Project H, only 4 tenths off. From good stuff indeed from Project H there. As Steersy going up to the top of the timing sheets for GRN at this very moment. Haley started his run. Imperior complete his run with a 133.853 there. Watson should start his as James coming across the line next. I think that is Ryanair P3 for WAOF1. James, oh, he's only 600 off on GRN Steersy there. So let's see who's going to be. Nikita is currently on the lap there. Freedom, Monkey, and Faraday is one there. So we go with Nikita. Megan, I think has he hit racing GRN yet? And he's gone top of the timing sheets with a 131.228 there. As Ace Malley P2 is GRN 1, 2 and 3 at this very moment. Haley's currently on the lap in Faraday his run. Storlin, Sunday champion, started his lap. Gupta up Thursday champion P2 with a 131.548. Haley is not on a hot lap there. Well, we're going to be with Well for the time being here. 50-50 gone either way. on the poles there. Let's see what WAOF can do. He's done well overall this season in WAOF1. He finished P6 on Sunday. No, Sundays. I think he's in the top 5 on Tuesdays. So, good. And also he's GRN Monday's commentator. So, keeping his seat warm. There. Well. Coming across the line, P6 for WAOF1 driver. There. So, let's see anyone. There. Freedom currently on the lap here. Evan Steven, where bloody loser where you need. On the Scotsman. I think for WAOF1 side, it was where you loser where you need him. Anyway, we with Freedom coming across the line. He's P10 in the midfield there. So we're looking at Gamer Plays trying his luck again at this far, and Dorlin up to P6 here with a 122.143 for the Sunday's champion. Gamers Plays enter the pits here. Haley's invalidate his run. Oh dear, that's not ideal. Oh, for Haley there. He's currently P5 in GRN and finishing P3 in Sunday's championship. So he's Mr. Consistent in terms of league racing experience there. Speaking of, as he keeps back out on his out lap again. As we speak, Freedom is going back into the pits here. Is Monkey on the lap? No, he isn't. No one on laps there. I got disappointed. So we got Gunnar Ryanair back out on track here. We got Ben is on his out lap there. So we're looking at, is Gupta leaving it till the last moment? Try to keep it what do you call it? Fresh set of softs for the race. Not spoke too soon. He's back out on track. Thanks Dylan for bringing the commentator's curse. This is the man to beat. Nikitas Sanet Tatos. Please, I'm sorry for my pronunciation for him. So, Evan Steven Fagan for a follow there. As Nikita, wait, keep with Nikita in the Discord. Now, turn 1, second gear. Now, down the hill to turn 2. We go. Going through flat through here. Turn 3, onto 4, through 5, onto turn number 6. We go. The rears are starting lit up for the Greek driver. I think it's a Greek driver if I'm not mistaken. Turn 9 before going to turn 10. He's got a WAOF1 driver. Move out of the way for him. Turn 11, second gear. Look, and he's pedal to the metal. Down to the back straight we go. Let's see how his top speed goes at the back straight. He's got 331 or 332 kph. So he's gone higher down for setup there compared to the drivers here this evening. Let's see how he does through turn 50. He's we're tail happy at the exit before the trouble right-handers of 16, 17 and 18. before going to turn 19. Maximising the track width on entry as he going through turn 20. Come across the line for Nikita, and he's gone even faster with a 130.964 for a GRN representative. James started his lap there. Ace, Mali and Steersy was the next one to cross the line next. Gunnar started his, so we stick with the 2 GRN, who's about to complete their flying laps here. Steersy first one, then Ace Mali as Steersy P3. Ace Mali next one to cross the line. He's P2 at the moment, beating Gupta, and he's invalidated his run. Not ideal situation for Gupta himself. Let's see, anyone's on their hot laps there for WAOF1 side of things. Hilly back out on his out lap. Robin is currently on his lap there. Then we go back up to Gupta. Is Gunnar on the lap or invalidate his run? Let's see what Robin can do. His best at the moment is a 132.960, and he's improved just a bit there. Gamer play up to P10 there for GRN. James currently on the lap, Tuesday runner up here. Last time we seen him as he going through turn 19 through 20. We go third gear on entry. Let's see how he does. He stays where he at, as I think Gupta backed out to save himself for his final run. Dorling back out on track. He's see how it gets on through it. As Freedom 3 times up through the middle sector. Let's see how it does through there. As he going through turn 14 through 15, 16 and well, this is 15, 16 and 16 is can't get my turn numbers right, Dylan, for God's sake. Anyway, as Freedom stays where he at, he's invalidated his run there. Haley invalidated his run. That's not. He could be running at risk of being at the back of the field there at this far. So Gupta is back into the pits here. James and Whale not on their hot laps there. Dorlin is Watson on the lap here. No, he isn't. Project H should back out on his out lap there. Ben also himself there. So let's see how it fares. Dorlin slowing down for his final run. Probably be entered the pits here. This could be interesting to say the least, because like both teams probably set up in the Discord voice chat in, or even PlayStation or Xbox side voice chats there. So be interested to see what the two teams can do. This is going to be, if I remember correctly, it would be correct me if I'm wrong, it would be points from P1 to P20 there. So P1 will get 30, then P2 will get 26, P3 will get 24, and so forth till P20. All you have to do is finish the race altogether. Project H currently on a lap there. Emperor not on a lap. So we go with Project H there. His best at the moment is a 132.795, which is a great stuff indeed. for GRN representative here this evening. 24.9 through the first sector. We go now, going down the hill through turn 10, through 11 we go for first gear even, as we go through the back straight in COTA. He's going to use all the battery down to turn 12. Most of the drivers are back out on track here. 140 left remaining on this qualifying session here, folks, as Hilly is starting from the back of the field. So he's going to last to first challenge, folks. So not ideal. This is not ideal situation whatsoever for WAOF1 representative this evening. Bob Project H coming across the line. He's up to P12, beating out Gamer Play and Freedom. There, so let's see who's on laps here. Monkey's currently on a lap here. Ben is starting his lap. He's gone up to P17 there for Ben, as Monkey approaching the traffic there. That is one of his teammates there. If I get it correctly, that is Freedom there. So we go through Gupta about to start up his lap. Nikita start up his lap here. Emperor retires at the moment. He's currently P16 at this very moment. Now let's see how Nikita can do. Going down to turn 11. Checker flag is being waved. Dorlin not going to set a lap here as he did come across the line there. Hello, Sarsha, how are we? As they're going through the back straight, we go. Forwards down to turn number 12. Third gear on entry. Let's see any improvement. He's down on his lap here for Nikita. As he going through turn 13 through 14. This is 15, 16, 17. This is trouble right handers actually. Before turn 18 through 19. This is turn 20. We go for Nikita. And he's going even quicker, but not by much. Ace Mali invalidate his run. Gupta currently on the lap here. Can he beat the two GRN boys as he's going through the penultimate turn? Through goes the final turn. Let's see what can first place champion can do. Come across the line, and he's only good enough for P2 in the front row here. As well as gone up to P7 here, as Freedom next one to cross the line. P10 for him. Gamer Play P15. Mile away. Going to be a good enough cracking race altogether. Good about yourself. Oh my god, it's freeze. Well, it's freezing in Ireland and also lashing down in rain. So there you have it. Nikita will takes pole with Gupta current in P2 thus far. So the strategies will come into play for both teams here. Wowee. As Nikita takes pole from Gupta in P2, Ace Mali P3, Steersy in P4, Gunnar P5, Chase P6, Rail P7, Dorley P8, Armwell P9, and Freedom rounds out your top 10. Ryanair P11 with Watson P12, Project H P13, Robin P14, Gamer Plays P15, Emperor P16, Ben, Kev, and Monkey P17 to P19, and Hilly starting at the back of the field in P20. I think we're going to have a 5-minute break. And it's going to be a try race. Looking like a try race altogether. There, so we're at 8:23, so it would be around 27 past. 27 past, correct me if I'm wrong, or 28 minutes past. So anyway, we're going to take a 5-minute break here, folks. I'll be right back. Right. So we're back here, folks, and I think we've got 2 minutes to go for this till the race start time here. Not going to do any predictions because it would turn out to be a prediction scam limited. So you don't need to lose your channel points whatsoever here. So unless like good luck, like so we got 8 viewers. Welcome on in, folks. Welcome on in. How are we on this Sunday evening? Well, unless it's like cold, rainy in Ireland, which is nothing new. Which is Ireland. Yeah, I would complain about it like 9 times out of 10 if I want to. Oopsie. And yeah, pretty much it. So who you hopefully better ever next week. Pretty much. Not gonna lie, so 9 times out of 10 it would be raining, then next minute like sun shines. There. And also first time in chat. Puffle Smokes 84, welcome on in to the chat. So we wait till timer ticks through my ear to signify to start off this race. The clock hit 27 past. Let's see it. Pan inside. Live in Scotland and wherever it isn't much better. Oh dear. Oh no. Kind of like Ireland, Scotland would be the same kind of weather, in fairness. Not gonna lie. They're kind of like the same type of weather in that sense. It's plus it's like, and also looking for a good race. Hope you kick some out. Thank you very much. There, hopefully a good race between the two leagues here, between WAOF1 and GRN. We're soon to be hitting the timer. Don't hear any timer ticks. Oh, spoke too soon. Well, I think it is like Wednesday evening. My God, Dylan. Anyway, tires. Okay, interesting. We got Nikita on the mediums. Gupta on the front row, starting on the hards. Let's see how it pans out for WAOF1 driver, who's starting on the front row of the grid. Ace Malley and Steersy, both GRN, second row lockout. On the mediums, with Gunnar down to Dorlin. On the mediums, Amro going aggressive. He's starting on the soft tyres from the very start. Freedom on the mediums with Ryanair. Also on the mediums. Watson and Pot GH in the mediums with Wobbin for WAOF1 on the mediums. Gamer Place on the mediums. Emperor on the hards with Ben, Kev and Monkey on the mediums, and Hilly on the hards. Interesting call, to say the least, if you're a Gupta for the first seat champion. Opted to go on the hard tyres, which is a C1 tyre, compared to the mediums, which is the C3 tyre. There, folks. And this is going to be very, very interesting how it pans out on this race alone. As Nikita line up to the grid to start the race here. Nikita, where are you at? We way up for Hilly at the back of the field to line up to the grid slot. Here we go. For 5 red lights. First light, second light, third light, fourth light, the fifth light. And it's lights out away we go. Good to look, see if we get the better of the start. But it's 2 GRNs that got the better of the start. For Gupta going into turn 1. We go. Nikita home firm of the lead of the race. As Ace Malley got the move done for P2 up from the race start alone. Everyone got smooth sailing from the very first sector. We go. Let's see if everyone back down off the field. There, Armo dropped. I think he lost the place to Freedom there. Freedom got better off a run. Looks like the better off a run compared to Whale going down to turn 11 there, as he had a sneaky look on the inside. There, as Gupta lose. The tyres is not up to 10 at this very moment for himself. Dorlin got ahead of Gunnar, or has he? As Dorlin got ahead, as I think that is Freedom got set to get ahead of Whale there. As both of them go side by side. Whale is trying to hold it on the outside. No, it was the inside. Now the outside. Freedom got ahead of Whale there. As further down, Wobbin got ahead of Quadri H for P12 of the race. 9. Let's see. The tire strategy's pants out. It looked like a one-stop strategy for Gupta. If he looking to perfect the strategy side, I think James, led by Dorlin, here going through turn 1 there to solve that his position here. Ryanair, he was starting from P11, I think it was, dropped down to P15 here. I think one of the bigger losers here, as Watson got the first 3-second time penalty and not the last here, folks. And he's only lap number 2 he's only got from. Right. Gupta try to defend against Stiersy. Stiersy try to get the slipstream here, as Gupta is going to try break the toe at the early goings to prevent Stiersy to overtake him. Right. Let's see how down side. Well, looking up and under. Oh, Freedom. Going to try and go for it. Up the inside through of the GRN driver. As he goes side by side through the trouble Anders. Freedom fends them off. As well had to sit behind for another couple of turns here. No, at this very moment here, Ryanair is Project H was got by Ryanair over again, as Schooner got by James for P6. James Schooner got ahead. Look, James is struggling at the early goings of the race here. Freedom looking to try get ahead, but not quite at this very moment. We're looking at the three set of trains here of the race here. Hilly up to P18 who's starting last, as Freedom going to try switch a route through the back straight. Has he got the better of the traction here? James is going to try and cover him off, as both of them go side by side into the back straight. Freedom got a slipstream from the car ahead, as he looking to get ahead. Got ahead of James here for P7 of the race. He's making up the order for the GRN driver. Now his next target is Gruner, Tuesday's champion in P6 here, folks. That would be a massive one to say at least here. As we start lap number 4, Ryanair got a 3-second time penalty here. Freedom is got pretty much definitely got the race pace into him. So at this far, so as Gamer plays and Wobbin going side by side, Gamer plays got ahead of the WAOF1 driver here. But he's getting close to that GRN driver, going for the S's. Here we go. This is when it's the first driver from the mediums going into the pits here. At this far, Dorling is getting close to Searsy here. At this far, I think Gupta is well settled into the race here. After the first few laps, that's Kev going round. At turn 11 it was. He looked like lost it on the traction it was. As two WAOF1 drivers going battle out for P13 here. As Ryanair looking to try and make up ground after losing a good couple of positions on the early goings here. as we start in lap number 5 of this race. Dorley could be closer to Stiersy and Stiersy getting closer to Gupta. I think Gupta's tyres is well up to 10 here to try fend Stiersy off, to give Dorlin, the Sunday driver champion, the best possible chance of overtaking Stiersy at this very moment. Has he got the better of a run? No, he can't here. 3 seconds to Project H. I think it was for Ben, it was. Oh dear. Let's see who got better of a traction here. It looked like Dorley got a DRS from Stiersy. Stiersy didn't got a DRS, and them two going battle out for P4 as Dorley got ahead of Stiersy for P4 of the race. No. We're entering the Gruner train here, folks. Firestone as P11 here. Amro losing time to that train of cars here because he's on the soft tyres. He's opted to go aggressive on the early goings here, so that would be interesting to say at least, because we let the medium tyres to get through. More importantly, how you get Ryanair to get ahead of Gamer Plays, that's the other thing. I think I've seen a car close on into as there's a there we have it. We were talking about it. Gamer Plays got ahead of Armroll as Ryanair looking to try to get ahead of Armroll. Let's see how he does going through turn 10 through 11 here. I think he's waiting till the back straight here for Armroll to give Robin and Ryan to able to get by here. Meanwhile, back up to Stiersy got ahead of Dorlin. As meanwhile, Gunnar and Frieden were bound out for P6. Frieden up the inside. Now going to be on the outside as Gunnar trying to fends him off. Going through turn 15 it was. Now going through turn 16. We go. Frieden is through of Gunnar. Here, now he's chasing Dorlin. Dorlin is lost a good few tenths it was. And now, at this very moment, that's 1/4 of the way through of this race here. Anything could happen at this stage of the race. P1, P2, pretty much happy out on where they at this very moment of this race. Ace Mali, you're looking to go do a check of press later on down the line here, when Gupta tyres is well up to 10 here. Now, James is going to, no, Ryan going up the inside of Gamer Plays as two WAOF1 drivers swap positions, as both Ryanair and Gamer Plays going side by side, as Ryanair got ahead of Gamer Plays here. P11 for Ryan. Foul entering the drive. Green line, go, go, go. Rooting for green line racing. Here, well, doing very well at the moment there, foul. P1, P2, P4, and P6 here. Doing absolutely well at this far of the race here. Hopefully you don't put in the commentator's curse here, folks. That's pretty much the last case scenario here. Meanwhile, Gupta closing the gap here on the two race leaders here. Dropping down to 2.3 seconds to Ace Mali. As Dorley got a 3-second time penalty. That might be crucial later on down the line in this race here, folks. So that is not ideal at this part, as I think Haley's catching up to the two cars ahead, entering this train of cars, leading by Ryanair. No. Let's see how well Gunnar can do on this freedom challenge here. What? Taking the punt here. As Gunnar going to try the outside. Not quite. As we got the best view from Whale here. As Emperor and Project H. Project H lost a position to Emperor here. For P16. No. At this part of the race here, Gupta is he's 2 seconds within the race leader of Nikita. As Armo entered the pits from the soft tyres. Because, yeah, so far pretty good racing. Hope Project H will show some pace. Seriously, Magic Man and Zaniolo, as always, a Greece legend. I was thinking he was Greek, in fairness, before the qualifying is over. To be fair to Project H, his qualifying pace is well improved last time I seen him here, so he's well improved, like in the months that midfield battle on this race alone. So let's see how it goes. As Gupta, he had to correct the car, it snapped oversteer. As well, go for it on Gunnar. He's up to P7 of the race here. As there's Watson in behind, entering the fray to enter the Freedom Train. That name catches. Catchy name, Dylan. Good one. Now Gupta able to catch up to our race leader here. He's done well at this very moment. He's only lost one position from the very get-go. As Dorley entered the pits here to get off them medium tyres. James got 10 for speed in the pit lane. Oh, dearie me. And seriously got 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Then 3 onto the hard compound tyres. And also, why they ran green? Because they're, I know the car livery is red, but why are they wearing green? Ah, well. Anyway, moving on. Let's say the better on the pit crew of James here. As Zaniolo, Ace Mali and Gupta. Gupta the only one on the hards from the top 3. There, folks. First stage champion. Here, as he's looking to try to get ahead of the 2 drivers in front of him. GRN are looking for a third league versus league race win here, making it 3-0 record. As Dorlan got ahead of Ben, as Ace Mali entered the pits. No! Let's see how it pans out. And this time the pit crew is now red. My goodness me. He's on to the hard compound tyres here. As we got the screen freeze, of course it would be. No, he would be behind. No, he would be ahead of Hilly. But them two going side by side, going through turn 1. That might be crucial for Gupta's race later on down the line. As them two still going side by side. As Ace Mally finally is getting ahead of Hilly. P6 for Mally. Here. No. Here goes Gupta. Here goes Gupta. For the race lead here. Takes the lead of the race for the very first time. Here. As a gap to leader would be 24 seconds. Or 22 seconds if I'm not mistaken. As Whale and Watson, both of them stays out. Dorling back out in P10, catching up to Emperor. Same with James, he got a 10-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane. That would be crucial later on down the line here. As Sanolo is going to enter the pits from P2 of the race. Where is Ace Mally? Here, he's catching both Whale and Watson. Whale has entered the pits. Watson stays out for another lap here. As Sanolo is onto the hard compound tyres. That would be him to the end of the race here. As where is Ace Mally? Ace Mally is ahead of Sanolo, and also Sanolo had to get clear of Hilly, which is he's on one hard compound tyres here. Meanwhile, Dorling got ahead of Stacey, which is crucial because he called up to Emperor here, going through the first sector, giving it a massive dirty air all round. Here, a lot of twists and turns of this 10v10 league race altogether. Emperor is struggling on them compound tires. He looking to try to get ahead, letting Dorling get through turn 11. As Stacey going to try up the under. Looking to try to get ahead of Emperor. As Emperor going to try to use the battery. As both of them got DRS. In fair, was a surprise. We did got a better camera view. As that's Freedom got ahead of James here. As COTA! James is going for it. As both of them going side by side. Emperor got free. And Freedom is up to P9 of the race. Not quite work out for WAOF1 on that one. So Watson's entered the pits. And same goes to Wobbin. From P5 to P6 respectively. Now we got a gap to leader, 17 and a half seconds between Gupta and Ace Mally. Now we find out the mediums can last 12 laps on them tyres, so if you're Gupta, when the best time to pit? To protect. As here goes Sanolo. Pretty much easy as you like it for the Greek driver. As Hilly going to try to fight it, but Sanolo got ahead of Hilly. P3 for Sanetato. As Gunnar got ahead of Emperor, as Stacey and Freedom going side by side. This is not ideal because Stacey was ahead of Freedom, I think it was before the pit stop phase. This is not ideal whatsoever because Stacey looking to try to get ahead of Freedom. Freedom is pretty much fighting it. Fighting it. This will let the cars started to bunch up behind. Now he's got 1.5 seconds from Dorlin, who's another one on the also on the fresh hards as well. Steersy on the freshest of the hard compound tyres. Not going to be best pleased on that one. Well is catching up to Ryan. I think pretty much team orders coming to play as we're passing the halfway through of this race. Monkey, last one on the mediums, enters the pits for hards. There, so everyone is on hards apart from the two who has started with him, which is Gupta and Emperor, both WAOF and also Haley. Haley is P4 currently. So, as I think team order, yep, indeed, team orders coming to play from WAOF1 driver situation, which is Admiral Ryan. Well, Admiral got ahead of Ryan on this situation. Looking to try to fend Watson off behind, and same with Gamer Plays as well. Monkey always pushes the tires to limits. I think so, because he's always put I think he done 13 laps on the mediums it was, which is absolutely fair play on Monkey's side of things. Now he's on to the hards, freshest of the hards of the drivers we have here, so pretty much fair play for himself here. Now this train, Freedom is looking to try to catch up to Dorlin here, as Steersy has it back off for the time being. Meanwhile, team orders coming into play from GRN side of things. Sanolo is ahead of Mali. Now is it time to pit, or is it not yet? At this very moment for Gupta. No, he stay out for another lap. It was 16.5 seconds between Mali and Gupta before Sanolo did overtake Mali here. So, oh no! Mali got 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. So we're going to have a look on track limit penalty situation for the time being. Meanwhile, Emperor and Gamer Plays got ahead of Emperor for P14 of the race. Penalties, we're going to have a look on that one. 3 for Mali, Dorlin, Steersy, Gunnar, Ryan, Emperor and Project H. 6 belongs to Watson and Ben, and 10 belongs to James. So that's pretty much the penalty situation at this far here, as Freedom got a 3-second time penalty, which is added on to the list of the drivers here. Now the gap is closing down to 15, just under 16 seconds here, as Gupta could be considering pitting this lap. When he going in, stays out for another lap. I think he's looking to get the freshest of the medium tyres to give him the best chance of overtaking the two GRN drivers. The two Nikita pretty much, or Sanolo, control this race, and same with Mali as well, with the two GRNs pretty much controlling the way from the very start. as we go into the latter stages of the race here. So let's see, is no one in the pit lane action. Watson enter the pits and Emperor. What's going on with them two? Let's have a look here. It is front wing damage from Watson here. And Emperor onto the mediums here. So there was an incident happening which we did miss. So that's not ideal for Watson's race. He dropped down to P17 here in as he looking to try make up ground altogether here. Now we're looking at P7, Steersy and Freedom at this far. Steersy looking to try to get ahead of Freedom here. Freedom is looking to try to get ahead of Dorley as they're catching up to Hilly there. Hilly is one of the worn hard compound tyres here ahead. As about to catch up rapidly here. Let's see how it do. Spain Admiral is losing ground to Whale here. As James got another 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. As Kev got ahead of Ben for P18 of the race. Ben is trying to get looking to fight back, but I think it's kind of better to give Kev the position here on that one. No. This is interesting to say the least here. Because Gupta, he's got a 12-second lead. I think he's probably going in the pits around about now to maximise the medium tyres compared to the hard tyres. The mediums look like better for pace than the hards, but the hards is more durable. There he is, go James! Got ahead of Gunnar for P8 of the race. As Gupta is staying out for another lap. As Kev got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings here. No. Freedom is around stabilising between himself and Dorley here. He had to correct the car. Hilly's entered the pits from the hards. Now, what tyres are he going to be on here? Look like yellow tyres of the medium compound tyres. Bear in mind, the medium is a C3. The hards is the C1 tyre. The C1 is a lot slower compared to the C3 there, so bear in mind, folks, on the situation here. As Fane Hilly back out in P12 of the race. So we're looking at, he's definitely going to catch up to Ryan here, and same with Armrow in position wise on the track here. Gamer plays in behind in P13 here, looking to try to get inwards here for the GRN drivers. As Gunnar got ahead of James here for P7 of the race. As Gupta enters the pits from the lead of the race. And it's going to be a yellow wall tyres of the medium compound tyres. He would be comfortably in clear air for Gupta, which is ideal situation altogether for Gupta's race. He haven't got a 3-second penalties next to his name. No, The race is on. He got 9 laps to do so for the first race champion. Let's see how it pans out on this one. Let's see if we're on down. Gamer plays enter the pits, doing a 2-stop race here for GRN driver here. As Emperor got set to get ahead of Gamer plays here. No. As Haley got free, and so does who got free? Ace Malley got another 3 seconds. He's up to 6 seconds now. So that means his podium chances could be there and thereabouts. There. But Gupta is catching. Gupta is catching on them fresh mediums compared to the hards here. As we start lap number 21 of the race, 3/4 of the way through here of this race altogether. Gupta was leading for about a lap or for a good few laps there. He even leading before Sanoa pits there. As further on down, Freedom, Stacey, not quite, James and Gunnar. No movements between them two. Just mostly inter-team battles there. Apart from Gupta and Malley here. Gupta looking to get up to Malley here. Malley looking to try to defend as much as he possibly could to give his teammate the best possible chance of winning this race here. Now it's 1.3 seconds, 1.2 is closing ever so fast here. Let's see how it pans out. Meanwhile, Hilly got ahead of Armroll for P10 of the race. As there's yellows. Who's that going round? That is, I think that was Armroll? Not quite. As, here we go. Gupta and Malley. Gupta using the slipstream. Going to try right on the outside. Into turn 1. Lock up from Malley. And he's got the job done. The switchback of dreams from Gupta. He takes P2 of the race. Now he's catching Sanoa for the race lead. Can he catch up? He got 4.6 seconds. It's 9 the gap. This is going to be interesting to say the least. As fresh mediums against the 10 lap old hard tires here. And now Gupta is in the best possible position to get himself into P1 territory. But first he had to get away from Malley here. Malley doing very well up to this point here at this point. Meanwhile, Enter-Team battle. Meanwhile, we're missing the battle between Freedom and Dorling. Both of them going side by side. As Freedom and Dorling going. As we did got a better camera angle. As Freedom up the inside. As he got ahead. And yes, he does. Up to P4 of the race for Freedom here. As now he's in the Dorley is now in the GRN sandwich there. Hey viewers, welcome on in folks, welcome on in. You're entering the climax phase of this race altogether. Can Gupta got Dorling? That's a mistake from Freedom. As Freedom got ahead of had to stay ahead of Steersy there, but Dorling take a full-on opportunity to get ahead of Freedom. That's a fatal mistake. No. Let's see how this battle ends up on this one. It's between them two versus Dorling there. Pretty much so. So at this phase, Freedom is too far back on this occasion there. Seriously, not quite on that one. As I'm thinking at this very moment, Hilly is up to P9 here. He's catching James and Gunnar here for P8 and P7. Can he get up to around the top 5 position here? Or even top 4, in fairness to Hilly. Time will tell. Lap 24, 5 laps to go. Now the gap is 2.7. It's narrowing the gap between the race leader of Sanolo and Gupta, as Hilly got ahead of James for P8 of a race. I think that's his team orders come into play. Now he catching up to Gunnar here for P7, as Emperor got a 3-second time penalty for track limit warnings there. Let's see it how it does there. He's caught to Gunnar here, has got a better of a traction going down the hill to turn 11 there. As we've seen, the gap is now down to 2.1 seconds here. As here goes Hilly, going to have a go, and yes, he does, up to P7 of the race here. Now, at this very moment, we got Steersy and Freedom looking to try to get by Dorling. Mali is in P3 at this very moment, as the gap is now 1.8 seconds here. The other battles involving Project H and Kev for battle for P17 here at this part. Project H, we definitely see it improve on the pace rise altogether. No, he's too far back on that one, so unfortunately the race is not. No, the gap is closing to 1.8 seconds now in the gap here. And his DRS is not enabled for Gupta side. I think Sanolo got a better straight line speed compared to Gupta, just a bit on the back straight, but with the turn-ins like this sector alone, it's more in favour of Gupta because of the tyre advantage. But it will be even enough later on down the line. Here goes Freedom up the inside of Dorling, going side by side into. We do got the better camera angle. Thanks, game. Dorling fends him off as Freedom going to try to stretch through. Again, it's not quite. Again, as Steersy in behind. Not particularly happy on that one. As he going through turn 19 through 20. No. 3 laps to go. 1.4 is now the gap. Now Freedom is over back of Dorling, going up the inside. Takes P4 of the race, and Dorling looking for a switcheroo to keep his position intact. And well defended from Dorling to keep Freedom at bay. Well, wait. Oh, I think I seen Hilly going to tell Happy at the end of the assist there. So it's WAOF1 from P7 to P13 there, and game replay in P14. Looking to try to catch up to Wobbin here. As meanwhile, who caught up to Sanolo? That is Little Gupta, first stage champion in WAOF1. Looking to try to get ahead of the Greek driver. Let's see, penultimate lap of this race. As Dorling got ahead of Freedom, or they're still battling out. We keep looking on this battle again. Freedom has a sneaky look on the inside. I think they will way off to the back straight, then to take two for Freedom and Stacey. As them two going to try to get ahead of Doran. Doran doing fantastic job to fend them two off. As Freedom looking to try, oh, switch of room from Dorlin. Looking to try to get ahead of Freedom there. Still going side by side. We go as Dorlin still able to fend Freedom off. Now in the gap is half a second between Gupta and Sanolo. The two strategies for both drivers here is the hard medium strategy versus the medium hard strategy. This look like it. As meanwhile, Freedom going up the inside. Third time is a charm, or fourth time the charm. Got ahead of Dorling. Dorling's going to try to fire back. Again, it's not quite that easy. Here we go. Gupta using the slipstream, using the DRS. Not quite at this very moment. We're going back with that as soon as possible, folks. No. Dorling do ever so well to fend. Now he's going to try to overtake Freedom here with Steersy in behind. Now look who's in behind. Haley is in behind of this train. Now Steersy is caught in the WAOF1 sandwich, and Storling is caught in a GRN sandwich. Now back to the race lead. Can Sanoa fence him off, or will it be Gupta going to have one last chance to get the job done? Sanoa gone defensive as Gupta looks set to take the race lead. Sanoa fighting back up the inside. That is bit Max Verstappen, I think it was. Sanoa keep hold of the position as Gupta are going up the inside. Sanoa fence him off. As I think it look like it is staying where you're at. Meanwhile, GRN and WAOF1 as Sanolo will take home the Texas Grand Prix of contact. And Sanolo takes home the race win. Gupta comes on in P2. As meanwhile, this battle is getting tense up here. Freedom got free. Dorling able to get ahead of Freedom here. And now Dorling will take on P4, I think, for the time being, as Haley takes on P5. Here, folks, as well takes on P7. Wow, wait. Seriously comes on in P9, Freedom P8, Admiral P10 with Ryan P11, James comes on in P12, Wobbin comes on in P13, Game Replay P14, Watson in P15, He was right in the midst, fair to Watson. Emperor P16 with Kev, Podgy H, Ben and Monkey. Monkey did give him the checker fly as he beat lap. There you go, Kev. With Podgy H and Ben. Rounded us off. There you have it. No safety cars there. But let's talk. As you're talking about, we'll be on the final lap. It is Sanolo, the Greek driver, takes home the race win here with Gupta comes on in P2, Ace Mali in P3 with Dorley in P4, Hilly comes on in P5 with Gunnar in P6, Wild P7 with Freedom in P8, Stacey P9 and Amro rounds out your top 10. Ryan P11, James P12, Robin P13, Gamer P plays P14, Watson P15 with Emperor P16, Kev, Podgy H, Ben and Monkey rounded us off here this evening. Wowee. That would be it for this one. Thank you all who's jumping on the street is getting to what you call interviews because of the Discord stuff stream through PlayStation and stuff like that. Anyway, thank you all jumping on the stream, much appreciate. There, hopefully, GRN. No wait. Season's still going on, so until then, and WAOF1, in case you're wondering, they're still on the off season here, there. So until then, it is good night, God bless, take it easy, and peace.